Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna take a look over another Transformers Age of the Primes for you guys. I'm sorry about that. So today we're gonna take a look over one of the Wave 2 figures that they came out months ago. And this is one of the figures that I've been trying to find for months, and thank you God I got it on Amazon. So the one I'm gonna take a look over is this right here. The Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Combaticon Vortex. Now before we continue on, I need you guys to do me a little bit of quick favor, so I'll be right back. Hey you! Stop what you're doing! Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy your day. So like I said, I ordered this one on Amazon, even though the price is kind of a bit gross, which is, I paid for $33 plus tax, so yeah. It was the only way I can find Vortex, because this figure right here was actually never came out in Texas, because, well, most people in Texas actually find it, but where I live, we only have some of the others Wave 2 figures for Age of the Primes. Mostly which is Alchemist, Crasher. I think that pretty much does it. I know there was another figure for Wave 2 for Age of the Primes, but I know Vortex was part of it. So here's what the packaging style is actually going to look like right here. You can see Vortex artwork for robot and helicopter mode right here. Transformed to 19 step. He is actually 1 out of 5 for Bruticus, which a lot of people were surprised about this one right here. And I think I already did a preview video on this one months ago. I don't remember. But anyways, here we have the side of the packaging right here of Bruticus, which I am actually getting all of them. I'm actually still waiting for... I know the release date for Onslaught is August, so I have time for getting all the stuff that I need. One of my boys, of his friends, pre-ordered us Blast-Off and Brawn right there, which, well, Brawn, I forgot which was who, because the name is almost identical, but it's at the last letter anyways. I was planning to getting it, but long story short, I'm getting screwed over again, like last year, and let's just say I'm probably never gonna finish my goals for this year, because I will probably never gonna finish anything. I should have shut down my channel years ago, and I fucking hate my life. I hate doing everything when I try to do. Ungrateful little fucking bastards. Anyways, back of the packaging, showing off 19 steps and the figure and robot and helicopter mode. So yeah. And, of course, the side of the packaging right here showing off, which is Star Optimus Prime, Megatronus, and Legion Maximo. And I still need to get that Megatronus, so yeah. But anyways, let's move this to the side. Now, Vortex does comes with some accessories right there. So, he does comes with the helicopter blades right there, which you can actually twist it around, mostly during for the transformation. And yes, it does spin. Well, if I can. Yeah, it does spin around like that, so that's actually pretty cool. And he does comes with some blasters right there. 2 of them for the side arms right there, and 1 for holding it right there, which is actually pretty cool. Cast, I think it's like a dark gray, but I think by the look of it, it's almost look like gunmetal gray. So, I'm not sure. So anyways, here's Vortex in his helicopter mode. Wait a minute. Just gonna slap it on in here, and there we go. So here we have Vortex in his helicopter mode. Now, if you guys don't know nothing about Vortex or who the hell is the Combaticon is, they are the military type combiners that are created by Starscream, and a lot of people actually love the Combaticons, mostly because each and every single one of them are so badass. I'm not sure what type of helicopter that Vortex is, like the actual helicopter is, mostly because of the G1 toy. But this right there is a good looking one. Now, I don't have the original G1 toy or the Combine Awards version of it, so if you guys wanted to do a video on it, I would recommend to do a comparison about it. So yeah. So anyways, the paint and sculpted detail on the helicopter mode looks fantastic. His main color, which is gray, combined with this shade of blue right there. A little bit of hints of black, mostly because you got the black down here on the legs of the robot, by the way, spoiler. And it does look pretty great. My only major complaint I do have is too much gray, and I understand it as part of Vortex color scheme, but I wish they could add some more of this shade of blue right there. That is just my opinion, so I know a lot of people are probably going to get yelled at me in the comment section, and I'm probably going to get corrected so much. This is my channel. I've been doing this for 12 miserable years, so get off my back, please, and just piss off. Go bother someone else who gives a rat's ass. Yeah, just go bother some famous fancy YouTube transformer who gives the actual shit about it. And why I sound pissed today? Well, I'm always pissed every day and night. Now, there's a bit of a problem with when I opened the package, and I thought I got scammed, like literally got scammed. Like Vortex on the figure, just like his legs is also like. And everywhere, just like all these weapons are everywhere. But I double checked everything, and he is perfectly well. I do want to say one thing. He is actually compacted very, very well. Like the legs are compacted so well on the front cockpit for the helicopter mode. You could barely see anything like the shins right there. I know this part right there, which is his feet, but it absolutely looks so nice. The back of it right here of the helicopter, which is the robot's arms, are stored away inside of it, and damn, I'm actually happy that Hasbro designed everything to make it perfectly good. And it does have some nice detailing, to be honest with you. He does have a landing gear, which is the back of the head right there of the robot, which I know it's kind of look lame and dumb. The head is over there, but it's actually not interfere anything. You can flip the landing gear up like that. You can see the two thumbs are down there, so that's actually kind of adorable. The helicopter blades right there spins, even the back of it, the back of it right there does spin very well. You can flip this part right there. Now, he does have some weapon storage right here, and you do have some multiple choices for this right there. There is two peg holes right there, so you can actually plug into the side of the guns. One here, and one here. And there's two slots right there, so you can tab into this blaster here or here. But mostly the one I like to do is just putting the little blasters facing forward right here, because you do need some double actions right there. And for this right here, you can choose whatever you want for the left or the right, and you just plug it into here. Since he is the right arm of Onslaught, I'm gonna leave the gun right here, so yeah. And there's nothing much I would say about it. This is a great looking helicopter mode, and Hasbro did a good job on this one. Now, before we actually continue on with the transformation to helicopter of the robot, let me show you guys the combined form. Now, the holes down here is identical to the two area bots. It is compatible with Silver Bolt. Unfortunately, though, I do have my Silver Bolt figure right here in combined form. Unfortunately, though, no, I'm kind of too lazy to do so. So, yeah, I'm not going to even bother to do so. So, if you have like a small flathead screwdriver or Phillips, there's a hole right down here. Then there's a button on it. Press it down, and you just split the figure like so. Doing so is a bitch to do. But when you split it, make sure you fold the landing gear up like that, because it's actually pretty important. And there you have Vortex in his combined form. And it's actually pretty cool, like the tail rotors right there. Also forgot to mention, you can like actually fold these like that and leave it straight like that. But having it in a combined form like this is actually pretty nice, and I actually do like it. Having like, you know, the guns on the front part right here, or if you want to remove the gun and also this blaster right there, it's your choice. Do whatever. But yeah, it is held by two connectors right there on both sides right there. So yeah, let's just connect that back in for now, and there we go. Let's just open up right here. So yeah, so that pretty much does it for combined form. Now let's actually get on with the transformation. transformation of Vortex is easy and simple, and thank God the instructions make sense. Compared to the others, didn't make any sense. Seriously, Hasbro, get your shit together, please. So yeah. So, transformation. First thing to do is by removing all the guns out of the way, and put it to the side for now. You can remove the tail rotor, the helicopter blades right there, which is hard to do so for my copy because it actually is stiff as hell to do so. But you want to fold these up like that, because this does actually get in the way. So just letting you guys know. So remove this out of the way. So let's starting off with the upper area right here. First thing to do is by twisting this part right there to face it right here. Next thing to do is just by splitting the back of the helicopter right here, and you want to move these arms down to have some clearance of it, because you want to spin this, you want to twist this part right here facing like this. So let's start off with the legs first. First thing first is by opening up both of his feet like so. There you go. You got a robot mode done. I'm just joking. Open up the feet like this. Open up the shins right there. And you want to bring all of this out like so. And these actually connected very well securely. And I actually do like it. There's two tabs right here that connected to this part right there. They just connected in. And you want to split the legs like so. So you got the legs done. Next thing to do is come and fold up the landing gear up, bring this piece down, twist the head around facing forward, and you want to twist this piece back up again, which I forgot to do, to fold this down next, so I do apologize for that. And there you go, you got the head ready. Now for the arms. You want to untap the side of it right here. It's on a double hinge. You want to bring this part down like so. And unfortunately though, this actually do nothing to just stand like there, which I will probably talk about after done with this. Bring this back right here. There's no way to actually connect this, so that's also bullshit. But you want to bring this out, flip this part down like so. God damn. Come on, stop being an ass. Bring this out like that. Bring this down. And after when you're done, make sure you have the figure straightened out. And there you go. And there you have Vortex in his robot mode. Transformation for this figure is easy, simple, and pretty nice. I actually do like this a lot. And just by looking at this figure right here in robot mode, it looks so cool. Not only you got more blue on the figure, mostly because of the legs, but this is absolutely quite nice. Unfortunately though, the only problem is which is the kibble at the back of the arms, and plus they have nothing else to connect, which is kind of bullshit. I wish there was a tab lock right there to lock these to the side of the arms right there, so it won't actually wiggle like this. If you can hear this, yeah, it's flop around so badly. And also, I kind of do have an issue in my copy. The hinges of the knees down here are loose as hell. Even the waist, well, the waist is not much, but yeah, I do have some looseness on the knees, and it's not that great. So I do need that little thing right there so I can fix it, because I'm not gonna use super good to fix it, because it will probably mess up probably make everything stuck and won't even move the knee. But yeah, look at this. It's just drooped down on this side. Even in the other side, it's just, yeah. Sadly though, this figure doesn't have any wrist swivel, which I will talk about the articulation later. He does have a Decepticon logo right here on the left side of the arm. Head sculpt does look fantastic, and I think Hasbro did a good job on this character right there. But yeah. So articulation wise, head is on a ball joint, so it does go full 360 degrees. You can look up that far, down that far. You can pivot side to side. Both of the arms are on a swivel, so it does go 360 degrees. Arms does go in and out. Swivel at the bicep right there. A perfect 90-degree bend at the elbow. And just make sure just to deal with this bullshit because, like I said, it does flop around and yeah, it is super annoying. Sadly though, no wrist articulation, so that's kind of just depressing. Waist does go full 360 degrees right there, so it's actually pretty nice. Legs can go forward, back that far. Does go in and out. A nice, perfectly sized swivel. 90-degree bend right there. I know there's a gap down here, which just does bother everyone, but that's actually part of the transformation for folding the legs, so take it with a grain of salt and suck it up. But yeah, a perfect 90-degree bend at the knees right there, and a 90-degree bend at the ankle right there. So you do get some good, decent posability with this figure. And of course, there is a little pick and up right in the ass. If you have a Bandai Tamachi stand right there, you can do some aerial posing with this figure. This is actually pretty nice. Now, of course, you can put in the helicopter blades back there on the figure, which is also going to be part of, like, you know, a little bit kibbly right there. You have two options. You can have it like this right here, or have it out like that. But I think I should probably do that one like in the box. Look, at it. It's your choice to do so. So there we go. And like I said, for the guns, for these right here, you can hold it like a Kimbo Styles right there, or if you want to use it as a side gun, like so. And unfortunately though, there's no actual like weapon source for the main blaster. Well, I guess you could put it like underneath these right there, but nah, I would not. So just have this one connected to the hands, and there you go. You can see Vortex all weaponized and ready to go to fight some Autobots, even the Protectobots. And hopefully in the future we do see a updated version for the Protectobots. So yeah. I know there's like some rumors, or I think the rumors are kind of true. I know we're going to have like a repaint of this one right here for Ruination. If you guys don't know who Ruination is, he is is another combiner for the Transformers Robots in Disguise. Not from the 2015 cartoon, the one from back in the day. I think that one is from 2000 or 2001. I gotta double check, but yeah. But I hope in the future we can make like Hasbro can make like a G2 version of Vortex, because we already have a G2 version for most of the Stunticons. Mostly we're just missing Motor Master and Wild Rider, which is the only two we're just missing. Plus the only G2 Stunticons I'm actually missing, which is Breakdown and Dead End. So yeah. I forgot to mention one thing for the Generation 86. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can have the guns. So you have like multiple options. You can have the little blasters holding it on Kimbo style, or put it to the side right there, like the one I have, and have the main blaster right there. You know, for a figure for the first time owning this character right there, it looks so fantastic, but with the looseness of the knees right there, it just makes me depressed. Like what the hell is going on, Hasbro? Like, come on, man. Anyways, I'm gonna give him the final post and give you guys my final results. So I'll be right back. So overall, I do highly recommend that they get Vortex, because this year is gonna be very important for all the Transformer collectors out there, for the Combaticons, and trust me. But like I said, I do recommend to have this character. If you guys actually do love this Vortex figure right here, well, only the main character right here, or you just want to complete all the Combaticons and have it in your combiner display, doesn't matter what you do. So yeah. So anyways, you guys, hopefully this year I can try to able to get the Combaticon soon. But leave the comment down below which one is actually one of your favorite Combaticons in Transformer history. I think for me, I'll say Blast Off and Onslaught are actually one of my two. But let's see when I get the others. So yeah. Anyways, you guys, have fun, stay safe. As I'm always, I'm out.